A bakery out of a van here.
Say goodbye to the Airbnb we've been in. Mr. Potato Head. Alright, on our way. Way up this hill. But the view is worth it. Look at that sky. Good morning, guys, from Cusco, Peru, as always. So we've been here for exactly a month now on lockdown. And that means that we have to switch places now. We found a new Airbnb where we're gonna have kind of a backyard, it looks like. It's on top of a hill, there's a view. So we're gonna take you guys over there really soon.
If you watched our last video, we talked about that the lockdown actually got extended for an extra 2 weeks, which is why we have to move to another place now.
But we've been hearing a lot more online. We've been hearing that even if the lockdown lifts in the next 2 weeks or in the next couple months, still the borders are probably gonna be closed for who knows how long. Some people are saying that the borders are going to be closed until next year, which would place us here in Peru for the next 8 months.
That would be crazy.
With that news, we really had to find a place that would be better for us, that we can live for a longer period of time.
And we found a place that will allow us to be able to go outside more, so we're excited about that. So before we show you the new place, we have to clean up the old place and move out of there first.
Alright guys, now we have to say goodbye to the Airbnb we've been in for the last few weeks. The one that we filmed almost all of our videos in. So let's take a goodbye Airbnb tour. This is where we'd film all the time, always talking there. How do you feel saying goodbye?
I get attached to places, so I'm gonna miss certain parts of this, but our new place is gonna be pretty good too.
Bye-bye, big TV.
Yeah, that was the best part.
So we're saying goodbye to all of this. But there's one thing we're not saying goodbye to. Hey,
Hi, buddy.
Mr. Potato Head. You're coming with us, aren't you? Yeah.
Alright, this is goodbye, officially. We're heading to our new place.
Alright, on our way. We're taking a break now.
It's all uphill.
Show me your backpack.
Overpacked.
Cannonball. Alright, we're going even higher in elevation. Our new place is way up this hill, but I think there's going to be a good view when we get there.
Is your dog?
So it looks like this Airbnb is very close, but you're going uphill pretty much the whole time. So it takes a lot longer than it looks. Okay, we just made it, but we're taking a little break before we give you the tour. That was a hard trek.
Alright, so now we're sitting on a little swing that's in this outdoor terrace area that is shared with a few other places, but we have total access to it and there's no one out here. So there's a little hammock, a chair swing that we're on, a table so we can eat meals out here, and we can get sunlight without breaking the law.
And turns out we weren't supposed to have pets with us. She told us that when we asked when we moved in. So we had to pull some strings. We tried really hard to get Mr. Potato Head here, and we did it. When she said no, we asked her, what if we pay you basically the equivalent of $20 per week to have him with us? And she accepted it.
So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, we almost had to give him up. At first she said, no, it's not a part of the rules, you can't have him. But we don't see why not. This is a perfect place because we have all this space down here. It's kind of a little enclosed
He's
outdoor
already made
area.
himself at home. Potato. Hi, cutie.
What are you looking at?
Why are you so cute?
The view is worth it. Take a look at this. Look at this view, guys. And look at these people eating lunch there together with an even better view. I'm jealous. We have some neighbors right here. We are up these stairs in here. Alright, now let's give you guys a tour of our new place. Hey, stay. We'll come back. Alright, here's the tour of our new place.
We got the TV and Netflix. Just as promised. Look at the view, Sean.
We have a bigger kitchen, and then look at our view. In the comments, somebody said that these bananas are addicting. We're gonna give them a try. Is it different?
Tastes just like a regular banana, maybe a little bit more flavor. It's literally a little bite-sized banana.
Okay, this time we have a full fridge. We only had a mini fridge before, about the size of just this freezer. Living room. Pretty small, but it works. Master bedroom. Oh, it looks like we have 2 beds. And a place to hang our clothes. And once again, the view. And that's about it. That's the whole tour. This place is definitely smaller than the last one, but we have a good view. We have a little outdoor area, and so I think in a way we still upgraded. This place seems pretty nice. And really quick, thank you to everyone who's been joining the Patreon lately. There have been a lot of you joining to support the channel and to be a part of this, to get postcards like these. So I'm gonna be sending these out as soon as I can after lockdown. Actually, a lot more than this because you guys keep joining. You guys are awesome. And if you haven't joined yet, just click the Patreon link below and I'll send you postcards and possibly souvenirs from around the world. Hey, little doggy. Alright guys, we're all moved into our new place. What do you think about it?
I think we upgraded. I like it better, although I liked the last place. This has a better view and it lets in more light.
It lets in so much light compared to the last place. We didn't get any. You couldn't even see outside in our last place. So our place is kind of nestled on the top of a hill, and that's why the view is so good. That's why we're going down really far right now to get to the San Blas market.
And what's cool is there's no police up here, so we could probably spend more time outside now and walk together and just keep our distance from other people. And yeah, no police. A few things. The main market was closed, so we'll have to go back there tomorrow for fruits and vegetables. I think we have a bakery out of a van here. You should get the wine.
Yeah.
Alright, we got 6 pieces of bread for 1 sol, which is 25 cents. Not bad.
And it was sold out of the back of this little van.
Very good. Tastes fresh. Are you ready to go?
Look at this sunset starting here. One of the best views in Cusco.
Gorgeous. hard to believe that mountain has snow on it.
Yeah, look back there. Can you see that? So one dog already lives here. Cucho. He's afraid of the big dog. Look at that sky. Alright, so this view is quite an upgrade from what we had before. Look at this. Right outside of our place. That's what it looks like.
Wow.
It's worth it just for that.
Oh, we needed that.
And look, we can walk right here, pretty much right outside of our place. No cops, no people really. So we should be good. Hey look, there might be an option for delivery.
Unless that was old.
We hear back in the States, all of our families and friends are getting delivery. Uber Eats and all those kind of things, and we've had nothing over here. But maybe there's some kind of entrepreneur doing it right now.
If we can do this every night, it won't be so bad.
Yeah,
This is what you wanted.
it is. Alright, so it's 6 o'clock and curfew is 5 o'clock, we believe. So we're not supposed to be out right now, but one of the few things that you're allowed to do is if you have a dog, you can go outside so that they can pee. So
thank you, Mr. Potato Head.
yeah, we're gonna use Mr. Potato Head to get our walks in at night. Alright, so we just showed you sunset, but what about this? We can open this. Alright guys, get ready for our first dinner in the new place. We're gonna make some kind of fried rice, right?
Sort of concoction. Rice, carrot, tomato, cucumber, avocado, soy sauce.
Alright guys, at the moment we don't have dog food, so we're still doing these little hot dogs that we've been giving Mr. Potato Head. But tomorrow we're gonna get dog food, I swear. Ready? Good boy.
Too bad we don't have onion.
Oh, una más. Yeah.
Bien trabajo.
Good boy. Here, our Airbnb came with coca leaves. We haven't eaten coca leaves yet, but we plan to. We've been having coca candy and coca tea, but coca leaves will be different. Now for the soy sauce to make it really a fried rice. Here you go.
Thank you.
Fried rice and money heist. Morning, Potato Head. Good morning, guys, and welcome to our daily Q&A. So Lindsay's gonna start with the first question. Take them away.
Okay, the first one we have is from Dan Lockhart. He wrote quite a long comment, but I'm just going to read one part. He said, I follow Itchy Boots too, who's another travel vlogger. She was also in Peru, but a little more remote than you guys. She started to get worried about how the locals were reacting to her since she is Dutch. They were not happy with her being in their town. Have you experienced anything like that in Cusco? Our experience in Cusco has not been anything like that, luckily. Everyone's been super welcoming and kind, and we felt 100% safe.
We think maybe that's because we are in Cusco, which is a very touristy city, and so the locals are really used to tourists at this point, even at this time. And so I don't think it's really made a difference to them. They see us just like they would have seen us a couple months ago when it was touristy here.
But I wonder if an itchy boot situation, if they were treating her different because they were scared that she might have the virus since she was a foreigner and maybe that she brought it in. That could be a common misconception. So we're lucky that that has not happened to us. Next one we have is from David Chua. He asked, by the way, how do both of you redraw money from the bank due to lockdown? Can you travel that far? Over here we have issues redrawing money from the ATM machine, as most all of it is empty, and we are restricted to drive far away.
So we thought this was going to be a problem, but luckily it hasn't at all in Cusco. I've withdrawn money probably 6 or 7 times since this lockdown started from a couple different ATMs in the historic center, and I've never had a problem. So it's been totally fine. So that's how we get our money. We go to ATMs.
We take out quite a bit at a time so we don't have to keep going back and walking that far.
Sorry about the dogs here.
Cusco's a city of dogs.
Jeez.
That's one thing about this new apartment. There's lots of barking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Vans Lama says, what is motivating you both to stay instead of leave Peru? Good question.
There are several things that are motivating us. So we started this trip together and we only traveled probably a month before the lockdown, but we had planned on traveling together in South America for, 3 or 4 months?
3 months, yeah.
And then we were going to go home to visit, and then we were going to travel again. So the thing is, if we go home back to the USA, we live in separate states, so we don't know where we want to stay. If we'd stay in California with my parents, or stay in Minnesota with her. And so it's just really complicated if we went home. Also, what I've done for the last few years as a job is make these videos, make travel videos. And so if I went home and I was stuck there for, say, 6 months and couldn't travel, I would have no income coming in. Mm-hmm. So it's better to be here. We can still make these videos for you. I can still kind of keep my job going and we can stay together.
So a few other things too that are motivating us to stay is it is really inexpensive here. So we can live here a lot cheaper than we would back home. Mm-hmm. And to get on a flight is very difficult to go back home. So even if we wanted to, we might not be able to, and they're very expensive, like over $2,000. Also, a lot of them fly out of Lima, which is like 30 hours from here. And then we'd be exposing ourselves to potential coronavirus from getting on the plane and all that traveling.
All of these flights that are going out of Peru, they're all going to Miami, which for me is the complete opposite side in the US from California. So I would also have to buy a ticket, we both would, to go to California, which would probably also be expensive at this time. So just to get home, it would probably cost $2,500, $3,000 to get there.
Yeah.
And we have no jobs when we get back.
And another thing that I just thought of, we've already done a strict lockdown for like now a month. And so if we went back home, potentially in the US, they might be having a lockdown for even longer or more strict, and then we'd have to do it all over again because the US is leading the world in COVID cases. So with all those reasons, it's making more sense to stay right now. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, but we have another one from Chelo Abe. He says, do you think being quarantined together has built a huge foundation for the future of your relationship?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, being stuck in one place with somebody else for a long time, it either makes or breaks you.
When you're with someone 24/7, you see all parts of them. So not just the good parts when you see someone for like an hour a day or something.
You're seeing their worst, you're seeing their best, you're seeing everything.
And everything in between.
Everything. And so if you go through something like this, it puts you through everything that you could really possibly go through with someone, it seems like. After doing something like this, you know what's going to be in store for the future as far as how they deal with things.
Mm-hmm. How they deal with stress or like unknown circumstances.
And so basically what we're saying is once we leave here, we know what we're in for.
We really know each other.
So we feel like we know each other very well, and we got to know each other really fast. And faster than you would really get to know someone in, say, a year if you both had a job and you're only seeing each other when you got home at night.
Yeah, everything is super accelerated. Another thing too is when you go through a hard circumstance like this with someone, it really bonds you. So this experience has definitely made us stronger, I would say.
Do you want postcards from around the world? Right now I am writing and drawing on postcards to my subscribers. If you want to join my Patreon, click the link below. You'll be supporting the channel and you'll be getting something pretty cool with a drawing from me. Hey, thanks for making it all the way through this video. If you want to watch more, click one of these videos. Subscribe because I'm traveling all around the world and I'm sharing the whole thing with you. Thanks.